Okay, so guys, welcome back to another episode of another Monday class live session. As you already know, this is what we do every Monday, and we do on Fridays. We have live sessions to first on Mondays. We have live sessions to see what the market is presenting to us, and on Fridays we just have our masterclass where we have what I call Traders Digest, where everybody comes and talk about what their worries are, challenges, what their challenges are, and all those things. But for the sake of time, we're already late, and I'm sorry about that. I had connection issues. So, but let's jump right into it. So in today's live session, this is how we do it as usual. We'll be looking at a few pairs, and also if time permits, I'll also be looking at a few pairs from you guys. You guys will tell me the pairs you want me to analyze also. But for today, we'll be looking at GBPUSD, EURUSD, gold. And reason is because these are the most frequently traded pairs, and it's important we have an insight on what to expect or how to see the market. How to see the market. And so let's jump right into it. So today we'll be looking at Euro USD first. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, use the chat box, please. If you can hear me, use the chat box. If you can hear me, use the chat box. If you can hear me, use the chat box. Okay, perfect. Cool. Okay. Yes, you can hear me. Yes, you can hear me. Yes, you can hear me. Okay, fine. That's perfect. That's cool. So, okay, let's jump right into it. So, I like to look at Euro USD as usual from the higher time frame. So on my signal channel, I called this sell. This morning. I called this sell. So, and I expected it to come into this region, this zone, and which it did, but I didn't take this trade, honestly. But now, what am I expecting this week on Euro USD? I want to see it come up to this region before it continues selling. I want to see Euro USD come up into this fair value gap before selling. So on the higher time frame, let's look at the 15 minutes, right? Let's look at the weekly. We'll start from the weekly. We'll start from the weekly time frame to see what to expect. I already plotted these things out, so it will be very easy for me to use. So I'm just jumping right into it, what I expect. So on the weekly time frame, we can still see that if you use this trend line, you can still see it's still trading below the trend line, meaning it's still bearish, right? Now, I don't use trend lines, are not my major confluence before taking a trade. Trend lines they are not my strategy, like my major strategy. I just use trend lines just to create an awareness for myself and for my mentees. So with that being said, so now we've seen that Euro USD is trading below this trend line, meaning it is still bearish. And from this point, from this point, I guess, from this point, we kept on calling sells. If we sell, we'll come up to this place, we'll buy, we'll sell, we'll buy, we'll sell, we'll buy, we'll sell. But for weeks, we've been selling and we've been making profits on the channel. We'll be making massive profits, very massive. Now, this is because I look at this market differently. So on the weekly time frame, we can see that we're bearish. Now, on these other parts like this, if we go to the daily, we'll see that the market created the daily low, which I indicated here. This is the weekly low, and this is the daily low. Now, market got into this point, and what happened? It started reversing, right? So meaning I want to see the market come back into this region, tap into this region, and continue selling. Because if we look at this market very well, we'll see that, okay, the market has already done something like this, has created this high, this low, high, lower low, high, lower low, come back here, sell, Then at this point, anywhere around this region like this, I want to see if the market is going to reverse or the market is going to continue going down to the downside, continue going to the downside rather. So on Euro USD, this is actually what I am personally expecting. I want to see the market tap into this fair value gap. There's a fair value gap on this area. I want to see the market tap into it before it continues selling. Now, what if price doesn't really get into this point? I want to see how market reacts around this area. I want to see how market reacts around this area. So let's go to the 4 hours time frame so we would also see it clearly. I was expecting this bullish move last week. I was expecting this bullish move last week, but the market didn't really start buying immediately, but he bought from this point to this point, and it started retracing around this area, which I was like, okay, let's sell off to this point so that we'll continue buying. So this week, I want to see the market tap into this fair value gap, this area, then continue selling. Now, Echo, what if it continues buying like that? It is still fine. I want to see how the market reacts at each point it gets. I want to see how the market reacts at each point it gets. Echo, what if the market gets to this point and start reversing? That is fine. We are not forecasting this market because we don't make this market. Our liquidity, our money is not what is pumping this market to either move. So what we do, we trade probabilities. We trade probabilities. So trading probabilities, that means you have an open mind that if the market doesn't really get to the point you are expecting or you want it to, it is still fine, but watch out for reactions. For personally, not to stress this so much, I want to see the market. I missed this trade, actually. I missed this trade because on my VIP, on my signal channel, I called this sell to this point. And I actually wanted to call this buy on the free channel so that we'll all milk the market as we always do. I actually wanted calling this buy. I was waiting for it to get to this point. Now, I was not on my chart to see this move. I would have jumped on it and said, let's buy. I've seen a few people on my channel saying, Echo, thank you. I'm buying currently. I'm doing this one. I'm in profit. I'm this, I'm that. Even the sell I called. Some people on the free channel also took advantage of it when I posted the screenshot, when I forwarded the screenshot. So, but then I want to see the market buy into this region, anywhere above for the meantime, right? I want to see the market buy into those regions. Then from there, I can choose to either say would sell or anything. So I guess I have spoken so much on Euro USD. Let's go to GBP USD. GBP USD. Let's see. Now I always say, GBP USD, Euro USD, the both of them act the same. It's just that one moves faster than the other. Some days GBP USD might be fast. Like last week now, GBP USD was really fast compared to Euro USD. And some days Euro USD will be very fast, in fact, compared to GBP USD. But one thing you need to take note of is these two pairs work hand in hand. If GBP USD is showing you a sell and Euro USD is still showing you this sell also, but it has not completed it. It's just somewhere around here. Just know that we are going to sell because GBP USD has moved first and Euro USD is yet to move. So these guys move hand in hand. They move alike. Now, reverse is the case when it comes to Euro USD and DXY. DXY is inverse of Euro USD. If DXY is doing something like this, flip it over, Euro USD will be buying. That's why I said is is the inverse, is the opposite of it. If DXY is selling, EURUSD will be buying. Take this as one of the tips or benefits of joining these live sessions, of this live session rather. So on GBPUSD, what do I expect? Now you can see what I was saying. On the weekly on EURUSD, EURUSD has already started buying. I don't know if you guys can observe it. EURUSD has started buying on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame. And GBPUSD is still here trying to create its formation, try to create its own pattern. On the daily, you can see on the daily, EURUSD has already started buying. GBPUSD is yet to start buying. So I want to see pullbacks on GBPUSD also. I want to see pullbacks on EURUSD. Now let me see. This is EURUSD just GBPUSD just broke our daily low a little. It broke it. So now it's possible GBPUSD gives us something like this to this region and continue to sell. Possible GBPUSD push up a little bit before it starts selling back to this region, right? Now, this is for GBPUSD, but personally, I am not taking any trade yet. I'm not taking any trade yet. I am still looking out on any of these pairs and how to take advantage of them. So on gold, I'm sorry I'm rushing this thing. We're already late, so I just want to accommodate questions and accommodate questions actually, and see how I can tackle a few of the things or analysis you guys want me to, and pairs you guys want me to analyze. So I could remember last week I said something about gold. I said, now on the weekly, let's see gold now. What is gold doing? Gold is currently trading around this place. So okay, I just saw a question. How do I know or spot out daily highs and lows? Now, before I continue, daily highs and lows. On the weekly time frame, most people will say the previous, and most people also say the 2 previous weeks on a candlestick. For instance, now this is 1, this is 2. We can call this the weekly high, or we can call this the weekly high because they are the 2 recent highs on the weekly. And this now will be called, and this one will be called a weekly low, because this weekly low now, it was the recent, but now it has been taken out by these guys. So this one will now be the recent weekly low. This one will now be the recent weekly low. This is me answering that question so that before we continue. So now to say the daily, now this can be the daily low, recent daily low. This can be the recent daily low of this pair of gold, because it's the previous, it's the recent one. I don't know if you get, this is the previous, this is the most recent low aside this. So on gold right now, last week I said I want to see gold. Anybody buying gold right now or selling gold selling gold as at that point was selling gold at a dangerous zone, because we bought. Somebody I was like, in this schematic box, at this point, if gold should go up, come down, go up, come down. Those on this live session, we attest to what I said. This is exactly what I said. We sell, buy again. sell off. Now to sweep out this guy's liquidity, sell off, then buy. This was the gold we bought that was last week on Friday. We had one ratio of 4 point something on gold. We cut this trade, we closed around here. Now I knew that the price will still keep buying, but then I was comfortable taking my profit and just leaving, because the goal is to consistently stay profitable and make money. We are not here to catch just pips. We're here to catch money or make money also, right? So on gold, what am I expecting on gold? Honestly speaking, from the patterns I can see gold printing, gold might sell off. Gold might sell off. From the patterns I'm seeing, sincerely, I might see gold sell off to this region back and probably buy, then continue again. Now, this is on the higher time frame, right? I am honestly seeing more of sales, like a bearish formation. Now, reason because now it hasn't printed yet, so I won't trade gold for now. Because one, gold has not yet printed out any major confirmations. So it's just in a critical zone right now where liquidity is resting above, liquidity is resting below. So now how do we know which one gold will take first? Honestly, I want the market to settle down. Today is Monday. I really don't trade on Mondays because I like to see the market clearly and I just don't forecast things. Only when I see serious confirmations, right? So if we look at gold now, I always tell you guys about I always tell you guys about when we saw a formation on this guy, what's his name? On GBPUSD. GBPUSD formed one pattern, which is the head and shoulder pattern. So now on gold is trying to form an inverse head and shoulder, meaning it's going to sell off pretty soon. Meaning it's going to sell off pretty soon. Where's the head and shoulder? Where's the head and shoulder? Where's the head and shoulder? I'm coming, please. Just okay. So now, for me, I would say gold is forming or is creating an inverse head and shoulder, meaning it will sell off first before it continues by. An inverse head and shoulder simply means more bullish leg. So this is the left shoulder, head. Currently, gold is around the neckline. So I expect gold, like I said, to sell off around this area, to sell off here before it continues buying. All right? I expect gold to sell off because currently it's around the neckline. But if gold should do something like this, trust me, it has changed pattern for me because it's not what I'm expecting. You get? So I want to see how it's going to react. I want to expect more of sales this week on gold. I want to see more of sales. Rather, I'm expecting more of sales on gold this week. I'm expecting more of sales on gold this week. But then if it doesn't happen that way, I am watching out for how it's going to react at each point it gets. Each point it gets to. Now, if you look at gold also, let me see. Somebody is saying check 15 minutes time frame. What am I checking on 15 minutes time frame, please? You can't, it looks like a head and shoulder. It looks like doesn't mean like it is a head and shoulder. What if the market gives you something like this, gives you this, this, a head, right? And you think it's a head and shoulder, and it continues like this. You've not seen this market display. Now come back down here, continue like this. Cases like this, it happens. So currently, we can't say it's a head and shoulder because before you call something a head and shoulder, it must be valid. So you must see it, it must be valid. It must be valid. It must create a neckline, come back down before you call it a head and shoulder. Right now, it is not a head and shoulder. It is just forming. It is just forming. It is just forming. This market, why most traders actually lose money is because they want the market to do what they are saying instead of them to follow what the market is saying. Now then they bring money come. So you play by their rules. You listen, you just have to trade by like them, think like them. Because I've seen that, okay, gold is giving me a head and shoulder pattern, almost a head and shoulder pattern. And I'm like, okay, it don't create left shoulder, it don't create head. So now it go sell. Then I start stacking up trades around this area, start putting sells. And bro, the market now does something like this. So go to my village. Flight is expensive. Go to my village right now. I cannot risk it. I cannot risk it. Cannot risk it. So somebody said he's not hearing me. Please, if you can hear me, indicate in the chat box so I'll be sure that everybody is following. If you can hear me, indicate in the chat box, please. If you can hear me, okay, you can hear me, fine. Who else can hear me? If you can hear me, just indicate it. Okay, fine, perfect. So now on gold also, you can see that gold currently, what is gold doing? It is just, okay, perfect. You guys can hear me. Okay, fine. That's nice. Perfect. So now you can see that gold currently is just playing with people's emotions. Is doing, I go buy, I go sell, I go sell. It's just playing with people's emotions, right? Now, people's stop loss will just be chopping like suya and kilishi. So you guys should trade with caution, right? So now this is what gold is currently doing, just jumping from year to year, playing with people's emotions and allowing people to cry, right? People will just be crying from this point. They will be shouting, God, I regret trading. Oh yeah, buy. You start buying here. Is at a resistance point. Oh yeah, let's start buying. We start stacking, indicating that it will buy. And God just did this thing. Bah. You're like, okay, it has broken this place, meaning the buyers are out of the market, so it's going to sell. Let's keep selling. And they did this again. Those trading support and resistance will say, okay, it's going to currently sell. It will sell. It will reach here. Now, market hit them out of break even. So at this point, I would say, let us chill. Let us see things clearly. It's giving more of sales to me. I have many reasons to say why it's going to sell because there's more liquidity. I can see liquidity above, I can see liquidity below. But now, I want to see gold test these regions back. Remember, we bought at this place. And a lot of people are swinging this trade, swing traders, people that used to swing, they will hold trade for a week. What happens to those guys? The market, that means they have more liquidity. So the market will want to tap into this point. This is me giving you expo for free. This is what I give my mentees. So I'm giving it to you people for free as usual. So I want to see the market come into this region again to come and those people, all of us that were buying at this point, although we've gone out of the market, but all of us that were buying last week at this point, the market needs to come and either hit their break even because at this point, the market, as they've seen this move, they'll move their stop loss to break even. So at this point, the market will have to come and do something like this, take out their stop loss or take out their break even and continue going up. So I'm seeing more of sales this week on gold. I'm seeing more of sales on gold. I'm seeing more of sales on gold, right? I'm seeing more of sales on gold. Now, another confluence I'm having that is making me say more of sales. Let's go to 5 minutes so we'll also see things clear. Let's see. Now, at this point, we saw that gold gave us a break of structure, right? At this point, because what is a break of structure? As a break of structure is a continuation of the market trend. Let's say breaking the previous structure and continuing. Now, a change of character is, it is from bearish sentiments to bullish sentiments. What do I mean by bearish to bearish and bullish sentiment? Let's say gold now is buying, right? Now, we can call all these guys here break of structure because he continued, right? We can call it break of structure because he continued with the trend. Now, in most cases, we can see it gets a little bit dicey because most times I've seen a case in the market where I've seen a break of structure and below here, I've seen a change of character. So now we'll call this one here a change of character, right? That's what this coach means. Forget what most people will tell you is whatever. It is what it is, change of character. Forget Forex traders, we like names so that we'll deceive people. Me, I will not be among all those people that will be deceiving you. I will not. I'll tell you what it is. It's not, see, we like to complicate things. Trading should not be that difficult. Trading should be very easy. But we like to call it, you hear Ichimoku. You hear different names just to deceive you. Me, I'm not among all those people that want to deceive you. I'm telling you what I know. So this is literally, now, a change of character is when the market changes direction. Now, we notice that this is a bullish sentiment before, and now it changed character, breaking this structure. Are you following me? If you're understanding me or if you're following me, please indicate in the chat box. Just put number 5. Put number 5 in the chat box so I will know that everybody is following me, because it's getting more interesting at this point. Put number 5. I need about 5. Oga, calm down, Oga. Oga Victor. Oga Victor, I've put 5,555. All right, guys. I can see that you guys are following me. That's perfect. That's perfect. So now we've seen that this market was bullish on this point. Now it changed sentiment from bullish sentiment to bearish. Now it broke structure here, right? Market broke structure on this point. Now, a change of character, like I said, is the change of patterns, change of markets from this thing, structures. So now it got to this point, continued. If the market had continued buying, it is not a change of character. It is not a change of character. It is just continuing its movement. But now it has given us this formation and started selling. Now it changed character from bullish to bearish sentiment. I don't know if that makes sense. If you guys understood what I was saying. I don't know if you understood what I was saying. If you understood what I was saying, just good, perfect. So now back to gold. Now, market gave us a break of structure here, went up to this point. You are enjoying the lecture. That's fine. Thank you. So the market gave us a, let me quickly wrap up so that we'll go and continue what we want to do on other things. We'll continue with other things rather. So the market gave us a break of structure here, went back up here, also gave us another break of structure to the downside, right? Give us another break of structure. Let's just say, I'm just trying to wrap it up so we'll move on, and I don't want to miss any trade. If there's a trade, I want to call it out on the free channel so that we'll also milk this week as usual. So the market also gave us another break of structure here so that you guys will see this thing clear. So it gave us another break of structure here. I just want you guys to see it clear. Now, what now happened? At this point, the market now did something. That thing I gave you guys as example, a break of structure, move to the upside, break of structure here. Now, at this point, what can we notice, please? What can we notice? This is not me. I didn't study this pattern before I just gave it out on that chart I just drew. This is a change of character because you remember I said the market went from bullish sentiment, right? Now it gave us an equal here, right? Here. And I didn't plan this. I didn't plan it. I didn't open gold charts to see this thing, but this is what I expect. This is why I'm saying we have more of sell patterns I want to see us sell to this region to sweep out this liquidity here, because people on this point, there are people still holding their position. So the market, even if the market will continue buying, it needs to sweep out these guys first, chop their stop loss, and know where it stands. So this will be the end of today's live session and lecture. So we have less than 5 minutes to attend to questions. So if you have questions, let's just jump into it ASAP. I'll just take 1 or 2 questions, please. Any other question you have can come on Friday. Our live session on Friday. Come with your questions. Come, I'll answer your questions on Friday. But if you have questions right now, any question I don't answer today completely, we'll answer it on Friday. So let's jump right into it. If you have questions, let me hear you out. Okay, to join the, send me, is this Skenzy Blinks? Send me a DM, either on Instagram, Twitter, or Telegram. On Instagram, Prince_Echo2. On Instagram, Prince_Echo2. On Twitter, Prince_Echo2. On Telegram, you can send me a message on Telegram at Prince, capital letter, _Echo, small letter, Telegram. So this is how you can just meet me, text me. So somebody just said USD card. Let me see. Let's jump right into it ASAP, so that we'll just have less than 3 minutes. So I just need to jump on it because I have other classes I need to attend to right now. So USD card, what am I expecting on USD card? I'll tell you for now, avoid USD card, although it's bearish. But the reason why I'm saying avoid USD card right now is because the market is not yet settled. The market is not yet settled. USD card, I expected it to sell and buy, which it bought into this region and could not break this supply zone. So it is coming to chop people's stop losses here. It is coming to mitigate this place. Now, the market doesn't move in one direction, as I always say. I always say it for free, both on my mentorship and both on my free live sessions. I will say the market doesn't move in just one direction. It moves in different directions so that it can sweep out people's liquidity. So on USD card, I want to see us selling to this region. I want to see us selling to this region, create a rejection, maybe sell, but I want to see us selling to this region before any other thing. So I'm looking for more sales on USD card, more sales on USD card, more sales on USD card. So any other question? In absence of no question, I would say, let me jump on. Let me give a shout out as usual. This live session will not be complete if I don't start by saying a big thank you to, is it Lokiri? Shout out to Lokiri, shout out to Skenzy, shout out to Clever, shout out to KG, shout out to David, shout out to Babatunde, shout out to Chizoba, shout out to Favor Young, shout out to Dikash, shout out to Omuya. Am I correct? Sorry if I'm spoiling your name. Please don't come for me. Shout out to everybody on this live session. I want to say a very big thank you to you guys for always tuning in and always coming to join me on this live session. It's always my pleasure to always have you guys here. Whenever I call a live session or whenever I go live, you guys are always ready to turn up and always come and benefit. What can I say aside thank you, man? It really means so much to me. Yeah, you guys might say I'm doing this for free, but my goal is just to see people win alongside me. This market is too big for one person to just win, keep making profit, and all those things. We saw last week, we made so much, almost 20K or $15K. And I didn't make that money alone. I was happy seeing that, okay, people on my channel were making money also. It is one thing to be profitable, and it's another thing to grow profitable traders. And my goal is always to see and grow profitable traders. I want to grow a community of profitable traders that when you look back at where you're coming from, you know that you've come a long way. I didn't get to this point because I just woke up into it. No, it took effort. It was really a lonely journey. So I put myself in a lot of people's shoes and I said, okay, the goal is just to have a group of profitable traders. And by God's grace, God will help us to achieve it. And I just want to say a very big thank you to you guys. You guys mean so much to me. And I don't take any of you guys' efforts for granted. So without much being said, I want to say peace out. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for always having me. Right? Take care, guys. See you guys on Friday. And come in with your questions. For those people I can't answer their question completely today, just come in on Friday with your questions. Same time, New York session, same time, New York session, guys. Peace out. I want to say a very big thank you. Take care, guys. Catch ya.